Hello and welcome to Little Sue. So I'm coming on today with my Halloween in September, and this is the little journal folder that we made last week, and I said that I'd come on this week to actually decorate it. So I've done some preparation work. I printed off couple of the images on cardstock, and they are going to go on here like that, and I'm going to leave the top of it opened so that I can put like a tag in it or a card in it, and I'm going to glue up the bottom of it. So I've done that one. I have folded up the other four. I haven't cut them yet, but I folded them all up so that I can cut them down to the right size then, and I'll have this strip here that I can use on like another, I can make like an outside pocket maybe. So I've got quite a thick strips on some of them, but then I've also got the white card on these two as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go cut these down and I will be right back. Okay, so that's all my papers cut down now. So I've got 3 cards that I printed on and 3 that are just paper, because the card I had in these colours was too thick, and so obviously it was this one, which is just way too thick to be using as pockets, whereas this one's just really thin. That's the 200 GSM. So someone actually asked me last week if I knew what GSM this orange one was, because as you can hear, it is really thick. And my husband sort of worked it out to be about 400 GSM. So that is like an awful lot. That's really strong, which is why I didn't want to use it as a pocket. So I've got these ones. So what I was thinking is putting this green one right at the back, because it matches the cover. So if I have this as like the last page, so because the green's the last page, I'm going to make the orange one next, then this purple one, then the green paper, and then this orange one here. So then it'll be like a nice array of colours. And I also printed off onto card, when I can find where I've put it. Here's all my printing onto card that I did today. I printed these 4 images onto card as well, and I thought these would make really nice pockets on them. So that's what I was thinking with these, is cutting them down to make just little pockets. So I've got the pattern, and then I'd maybe use, say, the green ghosts on this one, just for the image of it. So I'm going to go and cut this one down. Oh, I also printed off the houses because I wanted the houses as one of the pockets as well. So I'm going to cut these down to make pockets for them, and I will be right back. Okay, so that's me cut down all my papers. So these are going to get, I'm wanting to fold in the 2 sides so that it gives an actual pocket shape, and I'm going to fold up the bottom of it as well. Then it would just sit on the front of each of the pockets. I've also done a little triangle one for on the back of some of these. I've got this strip here which I thought might be quite nice as a side pocket on the back, and then I've got these little extra pieces as well which I thought might be quite cool as like tucks in the side, but we'll see how those ones go. We'll move these up here and let's get gluing. So I'm quite excited to be eventually finishing this off today now. So what I'm wanting to do is I'll move these all to the side, and I'm going to work from this back one here, and this first back one I'm just going to glue up here, making sure I get a good amount of glue on it so that it sticks and holds. Pushing that right in, making sure it lines up top and bottom, and then I'm just going to fold this down. And just run my bone folder up and down. Flip it out this way, and I'm just going to run the bone folder up and down that way. So that's the very first little section done basically, and then I'm wanting to glue the bottom. So as to close the bottom and glue all the way along this. So I'm like getting glue everywhere. I think I put too much glue. But I'd rather have too much glue than it coming off. And that's the very first one done. Just going to run my bone folder along this part here to make sure that that's down as well. Because we don't want anything falling out the bottom either. So I'll do my paper one with these, and then I'll do the other three, and then I'll come back on in a minute as soon as. So I'm going to do the paper one with you. I'm just going to do it exactly the same way, even though it makes a right mess. But at least then you know it's glued in place. I'm just making sure it's lining up. I'm just putting some friction and some pressure on that. Wipe that bad glue away, flip it over. So any gluey messes, we can always cover them up. And then glue there, glue along the bottom here, and glue up and down here. So then that's pocket number 2 done. So I've got back pocket and second pocket. So I'm going to go and put all these on and I will be right back. Okay, so that's the insides done, the folders. So I've glued them all in and I've left the top part so that I could turn it into little tucks, or I could maybe cut some white card down or some pattern card so that they'd fit inside these pockets. Put a little bit of ribbon in the top, then you could have them pulling in and out all the time. So that is them all in. So like here, I've made a mess down here, but I'm not too worried about that. I've gone through my stash, and in my washi tape I've got like skeletons here. I've got white cobwebs as well. I've got this orangey colour which I thought would work nice down here. So I've got tape that I can put in the middle of these pockets just to, like, well, give this a bit more security but also hide this little bit of mess as well. So that is what I am going to do. So right just now I'm just trying to find, oh, there he's there. So open up enough so that I can just stick so I'm just going to trim the top and then I can get 3 in. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to line up And then he's just going to sit in there like that. And I'm literally just going to try and be as careful as I can. And there we go. So then that gives that a nice like edging as well. It hides up any mess, gluey mess that I made down here, and it also gives a wee bit more strength to the joining of the pages. And all I need to do is work the washi so that it folds nicely. But when he's opened, you can see the skeletons running down. So this one, so what have I got? I've got skeletons there. I'll do this orange one because I really like this orange one. So I'm going to measure this one first before I put it down, because this one is actually on a bit of tape, and I'll take the tape off in a second. And I'm literally just going to do the same. I'm going to put it right down to the edge. And using my bone folder, just securing it down a wee bit more. And get my wee pink scissors because I should be able to get in there. That wee bit right there is just, oh, it's not focusing. Why is it not focusing? There's a wee bit of an overlap there, so I'm just going to trim that down. Because I cut it ever so slightly too big. And that's it. And just work that back. And that one. So that is all I'm going to do. Just work these washi tapes into these parts that are showing white, because I don't want, the only white I want is like the white in the colour of the background. I don't want any white in the middle here. And I'm going to go and do that for all the others, even the front and the very back pages. And as soon as I've done that, I will be right back to show you. Okay, so that's me put all the washi tape in. So some of it I still need to like glue down, but I'll go over that later on. So I've put this one in here. I've got cobwebs in here, the orange one, the skeletons, the cobwebs again, and the orange one again. So that looked really nice like that. Whilst I was away, I also went through and made all the pockets. So these are actually all in order and how I want to put them in now. So this is what I'm going to do with you. Oh, that one fell out. So I'm wanting this purple one with the bats on here. Now I've done that. So I've scored down it and I folded them over so that actually you can actually get something in and out, and I'm not losing any of the sides off of it. All I'm going to do is use my glue. And I'm going to line it with the edge of this one corner. Hold it down for a couple of seconds because this tacky glue normally secures quite quickly. So you don't have to wait too long for it to get a secure hold. Now here I am, and it's there. I'm just going to run a bit of glue down here just to seal this up as well. And then I've got that pocket. There we go. So this one, I quite like the idea of having this paper on this side so that I've got a tuck in here, but I don't know how big I want to make it. So I'm thinking maybe there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave those ones just now until I've done all of these, and then I'll come back and do those ones later on. So I've got this houses one that I really liked. So this corner here hasn't secured, so I'm just going to put a wee bit of glue on there. Squeeze it and hold it for a couple of seconds. Hopefully it'll stay shut then. Then that's another pocket on another page. So I made this here to go in here. Now this is just stretchy netting that I've got. I think I got some sort of treat tubs in this. It was a massive long strip and there was some like treat tubs. And I thought I'll keep a hold of this for my craft projects, and I thought it'll come in handy for something. So I've cut a rectangle shape from it, and I've used some midnight blue paper just to secure the top of it. And then I'm going to attach it on here, but I don't know how I'm going to attach it just yet. So I might end up making another one of these and making it bigger and just having it so as it goes that way along the page maybe. So I'm going to leave that one to the side and do this one, and I will be right back once I've got on all of these ones and I've left this side blank. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, so that's me finished putting all the pockets in. That took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. So, where have I put pockets? So I'm going to use this to show you. And I've got a pocket right here on the cover page. I've got a pocket here. You see me do some of the ones. I've put the ones on the back as well. So I've got quite a big pocket here. A little pocket here, and then I've put a corner pocket in here. I love my spider, so I wanted him on. I've got this one here, and then a tiny little corner one here. If I'd have thought, I didn't realise that both my corner pockets are in the middle now. Got that pocket there, then I've got a little side tuck here. And I've got this big pocket here, and I've not put anything on the back. I'm still not sure what I'm doing with the back yet, so that's just completely blank. So I do have stuff prepared. So I've been busy cutting out all of these as well. So these are the tags. So I've got quite a lot of tags. And I've got these little cards, which I thought would look really, really nice inside the pockets. So if we try and match opposite colours. See, I've made the pocket far too big for this tag, but it'll still go in. Purple one there. We'll go with this one and this one, and then him in here. And then what I thought with the tags is they would just sit in all the tuck spots. Now this one here, if you remember the book from the first week, will actually fit in here now. So I'm opening it up to the middle page. And that is just going to slip right in there like that. So he sits right there. So he's got his own little tuck spot. So you could use this to like journal the Halloween events. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to print off a few of these patterned papers and have them as little pullouts on the cards. I've not done that because I've not printed off the cards yet. I've not finished printing off on cards, should I say. And that's the basis of my Halloween journal. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to come on the middle of next week and decorate this with you, because I didn't realise this was going to take so long to do. So I'm going to decorate it in the middle of the week. So as the next craft for me, I can maybe do something else instead of trying to do this journal. I never thought a journal would take so long, but it has. It's taken quite a while for me to do all the preparation work. But I also have a lot of these sticker sheets that I managed to pick up from Home Bargains, and I thought I could use these to decorate with. So this is what I'll be using to decorate. So that is my make for Alicia, who's not Alicia,